We have learned the declaration of a variable in last class. So the syntax for declaring a variable is data type, then variable name, semicolon. Then what is a data type? Data type is a set of data values together with a set of operations. Then in classifications of data type, fundamental data type, derived data type and user-defined data type. Fundamental data types are int, float, double, char, void. Derived data types are array, function and pointers. User-defined data types are structure, union, class and enum. Now we can see the fundamental data type. Fundamental data types means basic data types. Okay, the fundamental data types are int, float, double, char and void. Then first one, int. What is the use of an int data type? Int is used to declare small integer values. Int. Int is used to declare small integer value and it takes 2 bytes of memory. Example, int a. Int a means a is an integer value and it takes how many bytes? 2 bytes. It is allocating 2 bytes in memory for this variable. Int sum is equal to 10 means this sum 10 is an integer value. Then it states that sum is an integer value that is initialized with 10. Then int sum is equal to minus 10. Like that, we can declare integer values. Second one, float. It is for declaring fractional values. What are the examples for a fractional values? Yeah, 1.2, 5.5, 7.2, like that. To declare small fractional values, we are using this float. Int and float we are using for the small values. And it takes 4 bytes in memory. Example, float b is equal to 1.25, etc. Next, double. What's the difference between float and double? Double is also for declaring fractional values. Float and double are using to declare fractional values. But float takes 4 bytes but double takes 8 bytes of memory. For example, 10 lakh 0.50, 2 lakh 0.30, like that. If you want to store large fractional values, normally we are using the data type double. Double A means A is a large fractional value. Double sum is equal to 8000.50. Then fourth one, char. Char is to declare a character. What is a character? Character is a single character enclosed in single quote. It takes 1 bytes in memory. Example, char ch means ch is a character. Then char ch is equal to a. It is initializing a as ch. Then that is for char takes how many bytes? 1 bytes. Int takes 2 bytes. Float takes 4 bytes. Double takes 8 bytes in memory. Here float and double are used to store the fractional values. Float is for small fractional values. Double is for large fractional values. Then the fifth one, void. You see, this void is used as a return type for the function that does not return any value. Means, and this void data type has no values and no operations. Nothing. Void means nothing. That means it has no value and no operations. It is used as a return type for the function that does not return any value. See, for example, void main. What is the meaning of this one? This main function is not returning any value. It returns anything. This main function returns anything, or it returns no value. Void main. Like that, if any function, we can use this void as the return type for any function that does not return any value. Next, modifiers. C++ allows char, int, double data types have modifiers preceding them. Means before the fundamental data type, we can use modifiers. Then what is the use of this modifier? This modifier is used to alter the meaning of that fundamental data type. Means it is used to change the meaning of one data type. The modifiers are signed, unsigned, long, short, etc. See, for example, long int a. Here, which is the modifier? Long is the modifier. That is, this modifier is preceding the fundamental data type. Preceding one data type. Preceding means before the data type. Int is the data type. Before that data type, we are using long or modifier. Then that using this statement, we are changing the meaning of this data type int. We have changed the meaning of this int. That is, int takes how many bytes? 2 bytes. But it is changing the meaning. Using this long int a, we can store large integer values. Using int, we can store only small integer values. But using long int, we can store large integer value also. That is, this modifier changes the meaning of data type. Next, derived data types. Derived data types are constructed using fundamental data types. They include arrays, functions, pointers, etc. All these things we will learn in the coming chapters. Next one, user-defined data types. These data types are constructed using fundamental data types. That is user-defined. The user is defining one data type. Example, structure, union, class, enum and all. Structure, class and all we will learn in the coming chapters. Now we can discuss the user-defined data type enum. Enum means enumerated data type. This enumerated data type is used to define symbolic constants. Yeah, we have already learned to define one symbolic constant. One method we have already learned. Yeah, in the general structure of C++ program, we have learned the definition section. In the definition section, we have given hash define pi 3.14. Yeah, pi 3.14 means instead of 3.14, we can use pi in your program. Like that, we can define symbolic constant using the hash define statement. The same purpose is for this enum statement also. Using this enum data type, we can define more than one symbolic constants. Using one enum statement, we can use more than one symbolic constants. The syntax for enumerated data type is enum tag, enum list, in bracket enum list, then semicolon. This is the syntax for declaring user-defined data type enum or enumerated data type. An example, enum em. Here enum tag is em. Then what are the enum list? Alpha, beta, gamma. Means if you are not giving any value for this list, this automatically the list will takes the value 0, 1, 2, 3. So this alpha will get the value 0, beta gets the value 1, gamma gets the value 2. Here we are not giving any specific value, so it is automatically takes the values 0, 1, 2. Means instead of 0, we can write ALPHA or alpha in your program. Then second one, enum, enum. See in this, here we are defining some specific values for this list. Alpha equal to 10, comma, beta equal to 2, comma, gamma is equal to 30. Here alpha gets the value 10, beta gets the value, here beta is 20. Okay. Then beta gets the value 20 and gamma gets the value 30. Okay. The fundamental data types are int, float, double, char, void. Then derived data types are array, function and pointers. User defined data types are structure, union, class and enum. This enum is used to define symbolic constants. Enum is used to define symbolic constants.